Next up, we are going to be introducing the AFC South. The Houston Texans, the Indianapolis Colts, the Jacksonville Jaguars, and the Tennessee Titans. All four of these teams, I'm not going to lie, not that many people were interested in these teams. Maybe apart from the Titans and the Jags. A little bit of people wanted them, but not that many. What do you think about them, Steady?
Well, AFC South, right? It's commonly referred to as the dog dick division because they suck really bad. Nobody wants any of these teams. But I do think the Titans, with how this new Madden's shaping up, I think it's been pretty run-centric. So the Titans could very well be one of the best teams in the game. So they're basically the only good team here. The Colts don't have a quarterback, so that sucks. And obviously the Jaguars and the Texans are the Jaguars and the Texans.
I personally, I think the Jags are a pretty nice team in this game. They got their quarterback of the future. They got their quarterback of the future. They got Josh Allen. They got the number 1 overall pick, Kayvon Walker, Kayvon Chaseon. I think they have a pretty good CD cornerback room too. They got Shaquille Griffin. They got some studs. I think the Jags are pretty decent.
Say what you want, but you say they have a quarterback. Think about it. They probably get star dev Trevor Lawrence, who I don't think has like a super crazy arm like you'd want. Obviously, he's not your 90 speed, whatever scrambler. With the corner, sure, I'll give you that, whatever. But I really don't think they have a lot to offer in terms of like year one, win the division and win the Super Bowl talent.
Oh yeah, and speaking of quarterbacks, Malik Willis is nasty next year. Did you see his stats? They're crazy.
Yeah, no, he's good, and that's probably another reason why the Titans are going to be one of the better teams in leagues. But really, if you're running the ball every play, do you need a quarterback? Really. The only reason you need a quarterback in next year's Madden is to throw a streak to your 99 speed receiver after they dedicate the whole defense to the run. And Malik Willis can do that.
Houston, actually. I was surprised that people really hated on Houston this year because they have a lot of first-round picks. They have I think, two, the Browns' next 2 first-round picks and second-round picks. I think and they have the corner, Derek Stingley. I think they have a pretty good base.
I think Stingley could be good, assuming he stays healthy. But, you got to remember with these picks is like, are we really going to go that long? What if the draft glitch happens again? You know what I'm saying? So I don't think picks really hold the value that some people hold them to because it's just, unpredictable. And obviously, you can always draft some busts and whatnot. So picks, I don't hold those in very high regard. I like having concrete, this player is good at football. And the Texans definitely don't have that.
I feel like with the Texans, you can always use picks and package them together. And I think with the new Madden, you have to hold out hope that they fix the draft list, but I guess we don't know. Then you have the Colts as well, with the worst X factor in the game, Darius Leonard. He just sucks in the game. What's even
Darius Leonard is. I agree, that guy sucks, and they also don't really have anybody at quarterback. They have Matt Ryan, awesome. No, Matt Ryan. Is Jacob Eason still a Colt? I don't think he is.
But he's getting up there in age, 23, 24. You can't develop that from normal 60. I don't know.
I do think it's a struggle with that team.
I think if you're taking this team for that O-line and Jonathan Taylor.
Absolutely. I totally agree. And with how this next game is shaping up, that could prove valuable, but without anybody, great to pass the ball, we'll see where they go.
And they did add Stephon Gilmore as well. That's a lockdown corner right there.
Yeah, if he has Acrobat, he'll be great. Otherwise, he's going to fall off a cliff after 1 year. Be terrible. So,
let's move on. Alrighty, guys. So today we got Blessed Daddy O in the building, and he already knows his team. He is the. Do you want to say it?
No, unless he wants to say it.
Yeah. Blessed Daddy, do you want to say it?
Yeah, sure. We're coming into Madden 2023 with the Houston Texans.
Oh yes. So you actually you had the option of the New England Patriots, who I'd put you down for originally, because when I DM'd you while joining the league, you said you don't care what team you are, so I put you down for the Patriots. And you ended up changing your mind and going with the Texans. So why did you choose them?
I was kind of looking at the Patriots roster, And there wasn't anything on the whole team that I really liked. You know, it didn't. The quarterback had a throw power of not 85. He was young, so it's not like I could deal him. There was no speed at receiver, no good running back, no DBs. So, you know, and at least with the Texans, you know, they got a really good speed on the defense. They're gonna need a lot of work, but I got a lot of picks. You know, so hopefully, you know, I can trade some of them picks to maybe give me some promising players. Or we might be, you know, season 2, season 3, really start to take off.
Damn, I feel it. What do you feel about that young quarterback you got, Davis Mills? You gonna be sticking with him or trying to do something else?
You know, hopefully I can get some preseason games if someone wants to run some, you know, and see what I got, maybe some practices and see, you know, if that throw power is going to be a problem. But, you know, I'm definitely going to try them out. We'll see what I can kind of, you know, do with these trades. You know, the beginning of the season's kind of on fire, so I might be able to get somebody, you know, that's older that people are trying to unload. And, you know, who knows, we may be surprised and try to make a playoff push.
So, speaking of playoff push, what are your expectations? Like, what do you expect to do with the Texans? What are you looking forward to?
You know, I've only been in the league for like a year, you know, so, you know, but, you know, me personally, I don't try to lose. So you're not going to get someone that's tanking. You know, we're going to try to win every game, you know, but, you know, sometimes talent can only go so far. You know, if you got a scrub roster, you got a scrub roster. So, you know, I don't really know who's in my division yet. I do know that, you know, the Titans are going to have a pretty good squad. The Colts looking really good on paper. Just depends on who the user is. So, you know, I think if, you know, if I play well, I might be able to snag second place in division. Who knows if it's good enough for hard, but, you know, I'm interested to see who's in the division as well.
Okay.
It's a very admirable mindset. Now, Daddy, I had a question I wanted to ask. Is there anybody on the Texans that you think is like a solidified player that's going to be there the whole time? Who are you most looking forward to?
Oh, Stingley Jr. is definitely going to be he's going to be the shutdown corner. Hopefully, you know, we can get some speed boost on him. He's already 93 overall speed. Rookie out of LSU. I don't know what his rating is, Dev. He's going to have a trade or anything. I don't know. But that 93 speed, if I can get a +1, +2, you know, looking at 95 speed rookie, you know, he's already 77 overall. That's, you know, and I got 3 or 4 guys that are 94, 95 speed in the secondary. We're gonna be holding on to that whole secondary.
Damn, okay,
oh, that's fair enough. I mean, I do think you're going to be hearing some offers for that guy, considering he is the only good player on your team.
Yeah,
you will see.
That's my only guy.
I'm excited to see what you do with the squad, man. You're looking promising down there in Houston.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. I am. I like the underdog stories. You know, when I was growing up, I used to play NCAA football, and I'd take the worst ranked team on the game and try to turn them into national championships. So,
well, shoot, now you're doing it here in the MKL, man.
Trying to do an MKL, yes, sir.
Well, thanks for joining us, man. Really appreciate you taking the time to stop and join us, man. Good luck on the season.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
All right, guys, we are back here. We got Lucky in the building. And today, we're going to be reviewing his team. So, Lucky, what team do you have? You want to tell the people?
Yeah, man. For Madden 2003, man, I think I'm going ahead and roll with the Colts. That's what I'm doing.
Yes. So Lucky, actually, it was quite sad what happened. I think we had picked out most of everybody's teams, and we really needed a Colts. And I shot Lucky a DM. I was like, "Yo, Lucky, bro, is there any way you could take the Colts?" And he clutched up and took them. So yeah, Lucky, why did you? Oh, you can go steady.
You got it. Okay. So, Mr. Lucky, with these Colts, what are you hoping to accomplish with these boys?
Man, well, you know, the Colts roster is actually it's an up and coming roster, man, and it has a pretty decent nucleus, man. You know, you got the one of the better old lines in the game. You got Jonathan Taylor, of course, and man, people are sleeping on Matty Ice, man. I think I'm gonna do some damage here in the kingdom with Matty Ice, man.
So you're dedicating, you're promising Matty Ice a job here. He's the guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're gonna make some noise on Matty Ice this season, man. I can't guarantee anything after this season, but you know we're gonna see what we can do with Matty Ice with the 86 throw power.
So no Jacob Eason this season. Matty Ice is being named the starter from day one of the Lucky era.
Not a chance, man. No Jacob Eason. I tell you what, though, I do have a QB on my radar for the future after this season potentially, but we're gonna roll with Matty Ice for this season. I like the team. I like the receiving corps. I think Matty Ice is the perfect person to lead.
I was gonna ask you why did you choose the team, but I think you just answered the question. Basically, you love the squad.
Yeah, man, I'm a runner, man. I like the pass, but I also like the effective runner too. So, Jonathan Taylor is one of the best running backs in that O-line. Is nothing to play with. So,
yeah, well, it sounds like they fit you pretty well. Now, Mr. Lucky, I've got to ask, did you have the honor of playing the Madden 23 beta?
I did, actually.
Okay. And what did you think about how it plays, and how do you think your game will translate to this next Madden?
For me, speaking personally, man, I love it. I think, this, I don't want to, knock on wood. I don't want to, actually, I'm not going to go there and say that yet because I don't want to mess anything up. But I do like the changes that this year Madden has brought in terms of the defense being, you can legitimately play defense if you're a defensive guru, which is great. I love the fact that passing is harder and that the pass rushing is more potent. So, it's more realistic. It gives people an opportunity to actually make legitimate like you have to actually make a decision on the fly. Like you can't sit in a pocket and run around and hope for a user playmaker or throw the ball in the air and hope that your receiver catches it. You have to actually know what you're doing.
Right.
The running game is pretty good too, man. They've added some new features and the tackling is good. No animations. That's great, man. This is a game that used to rely heavily on animations. With tackling, you can run the ball on goal line and the animation is going to let them go even if you have 20 million people tackling the person. That's not this case this year, so that's a win.
I will say from the sounds like I think this will be a very run-heavy year, similar to Madden 20. I'm not sure if you played that year, but that's basically what I'm expecting. So we'll see what happens. Sounds like your game's going to translate real well, though.
Man, Madden 20, I scored 50 points on somebody running the ball. Madden 20.
I think a lot of very run year. Now, Steve,
what are your goals for this season? Are you expecting to get to a certain spot, maybe the AFC Championship, maybe the Super Bowl, maybe win it? What are your expectations for year one, I suppose?
Man, I want to split up in sequences, man. Just create certain subplots for myself. So I think at the beginning of the season, just get a feel for who's in my division, how's my, how the users in my division. And honestly, by midpoint, I want to make sure we have a strong identity. And if the record is where I know it should be, according to my stick skills, I'm thinking playoffs, man. And if you let me get in the playoffs, I'm upset somebody.
How do you feel about Darius Leonard, the worst X factor in the game? Are you going to be sticking with him, or are you going to trade him?
Oh, no. Darius Leonard, or correction, Shaquille Leonard. He changed his name today.
Really?
Yeah, he did, actually.
He said it.
That's what his family calls him.
I didn't hear that. That's crazy.
Yeah, man, I'm coming with the current events today, man. But yeah, Shaquille Leonard, I'm definitely going to be using him, man. That's a strong X factor. My defensive line is actually better than people give it, so that gives me opportunity to use it with Darius Leonard, man.
I see. So that's going to be your user, huh? That's the guy you're going to be running around in coverage with.
Yeah, I'm old school, man. I like using linebackers, man. I don't believe in the stub putting cornerbacks and safeties and sub unless they really need to be there.
I see.
Mr. Steady isn't a big fan of linebackers that sub linebacker. He hates them.
Oh, definitely. I'm a safeties man, using these safeties. But I love the line. I love that. It'll make you very unique, I feel. And I think it'll be interesting to see if Darius Leonard can get things done.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man, he'll definitely get things done. And I may have, as long as the rules permit, I may have one safety who probably necessary. If they're meant to be there, they'll be one safety. But I'm gonna definitely run with two linebackers in the sub.
Okay.
Well,
we look forward to seeing what you can do with this roster, man. Thank you for coming out. It was a pleasure having you.
Absolutely, guys, man. Thank you for having me. I look forward to making some noise, make a name for myself.
Yep. Take care, man.
All right, likewise.
All right, guys, welcome back to another version of the MKL team reveals. Today, we got business in the building. We're going to be revealing this team. So, hi, business. What team do you think you got?
No clue.
One guess.
I'm trying to rock with my Jags, man, for real.
But the Jags? All right.
I can make whatever work.
But, okay, so in Madden 23, in the Madden Kingdom, you will indeed be receiving the Jacksonville Jaguars. You're going to be their next head coach.
Bet that. So I'm the Jags.
Yeah. What are you looking forward to doing with this team?
Give me a year, man, and I think we'll have a Super Bowl appearance maybe.
Oh, really? Damn.
Just give me a year, man. Give me a year. Well, really, okay, the end of the second year, we might be in the Super Bowl. We'll see. Depends on what kind of trades I can get done and whatnot. So.
Okay. And you picked them because they're your favorite team? No,
that's my squad. I've been rocking with them since Maurice Jones-Drew and all of them.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
So, some other users who've gotten their teams and that they're fans of, they're loyalists, right? They say, hey, man, I'm keeping this team intact and we're winning with how they are right now. Sounds like you wanted to do some trades, man. Are any of these Jaguars safe?
The only person that I know to stand for sure is Trevor Lawrence, and that's it.
Damn, okay.
Everybody else can go.
It's very bold and interesting, I must say, because we don't know what Trevor Lawrence will be. He could very well be star dev in this next year's game. So the commitment to him is interesting, to say the least.
It's the toughest position to get in Madden is quarterback. So when you can get a young quarterback and start him off right, then sky's the limit, man. Because he touches the ball every play. So you got to get it done with your quarterback.
With this next year's game, we could be seeing a lot of running, but I do like that the assurance in Trevor Lawrence, and I'm sure Trevor Lawrence feels very assured himself that it sounds like he is the guy in Jacksonville.
Yeah, for sure.
So, are you looking forward to playing anybody particular in the league? I know you know a couple of the guys in here. Are you looking forward to playing anybody in particular?
I really only know a couple guys. One from ISUB, I think his name is Rodney, and then Bradley is my cousin. So, Travis is always interesting, man. I'm trying to see what he done came up with this year because he always figures stuff out.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out what he got going on because he always got some kind of scheme.
Travis is raging. If you guys don't know, it's raging.
Say what?
It's just letting people, not everybody knows Raging's name is Travis.
Yeah. We've been in a couple leagues for about 3 or 4 years now, man.
Okay. You got anything to say, Steady?
I think I got one more question. So you called out a couple of guys, particularly, your cousin, whoever. Is there anybody you'd like to call out right now and say you're going to dominate throughout the entirety of this next Madden?
My whole division. It's my division.
Shit.
Oh my goodness!
My whole division, man.
Damn.
It's my division.
We were looking at the team sheets earlier, and I think it's pretty safe to say the AFC is it's a lot better than the NFC. Do you think you're gonna be able to? Do you think you're gonna be able to be one of the mainstays in the AFC, one of the main people who's always winning?
I don't really know who all the talent is, but I'm pretty confident in my game, so I'm gonna be top 8 every year.
I like to hear that. I like the confidence.
Yeah, we love the confidence. That's very good. Good views.
Top 8 every year, man. But I'm leading my division every year. That's no problem.
All right. Hey, man, that's very bold. We love it. And hopefully you can stand by your statement for years to come.
I hope so too, man.
Thanks for giving us your time and stopping by, man. Really appreciate it.
No problem at all, man. Y'all take it easy and appreciate y'all.
All right, guys, we're back here. We got Nick here with us. Nick, how are you doing, bro? How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
You're doing good. Well, you already know what team you are. You have the Titans. And I gave you a couple options of teams to choose through, and you did choose the Titans. Can you tell us why you chose them?
choose them because I love Derrick Henry and I want the rookie Malik Willis.
Oh yeah, dude. Speaking of Malik Willis, Steady can talk on him. He looks nice.
He does look nice. He looks amazing. And, I would like to ask, right? Sounds like Malik Willis is going to be your guy in here in the MKL for next season. Where does that leave Ryan Tannehill?
Probably will either trade him or run with him until Malik develops.
Me and Steady were actually talking to some people yesterday, and they were potentially saying, they might try to hit you up for Malik Willis. Is he completely off the block? Is he the guy in Tennessee?
Nah, not 100%.
Damn. Okay. There you go, guys.
But he is available potentially.
Oh,
very interesting.
Wait, he's available?
Well, he said no, right?
He's not 100%, but
he's not.
Okay.
So he's not available. Okay, he's not available, guys. Not available.
He's not on the block.
Yeah.
Well, if they offered you enough, you would make the move, right? Like, what if the Packers were like, "Hey, man, Aaron Rodgers, Jared Alexander, who says no?" With the potential that he has, I do think you will be receiving some very enticing offers.
Yeah, I do as well. Anyways, Nick, so what are your goals for this upcoming season?
Make the playoffs. Win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, season 1, win the Super Bowl, huh? So does that mean this division's on lock? Can we get you saying, 100% that this division is yours?
Yeah, can we?
No.
No?
Oh, unbelievable. Where's the confidence?
Nick, man, we need more from you, man. I won't lie. We were interviewing some people from your division yesterday, and Sadie can tell you they were giving some assurances, weren't they?
Oh, they were very confident, Mr. Nick, and I'm very curious to see how you, as one of the better teams in this division, potentially the best team in the game, with how this next game shaping up. I'm very curious to see what challenge you can give these guys.
I'm planning on making the playoffs, no matter what.
Ooh, okay, so we have that at least. A guaranteed playoff run.
Yep.
Well, appearance. Yes. You didn't say run. Appearance, probably.
You did say earlier that he will make the Super Bowl, though, so let's not count that out.
Right. So one of the last things I think we're going to ask here, what do you think about the defense that the Titans have? Is there anybody in particular you're looking forward to seeing how they play?
Yeah.
Looking forward to all the young kids, like, what's the name? Can't think.
Corner? Caleb Farley?
Yeah, Farley.
He's nice, man.
He is nice. So he's one of those guys who you have high hopes for.
Yeah, very fast.
Who do you think will be like the backbones of this team? Like, is Derrick Henry 100% staying? I know some people don't care for running backs too much. Is Derrick Henry staying?
Derrick Henry's definitely staying.
Okay.
Intact, the core of the team. I like it.
Damn. Shoot. Do you have any more questions, Steady?
No, I think that about sums it up. Nick, is there anything you'd like to add here?
Would you like to add anything?
Nah.
Oh, shoot. He's leaving it. I like that. Well, Nick, thank you for stopping by, my man. Really appreciate you taking the time to speak with us, and good luck on your season, man.
Thank you. You too.
Alright, guys. Me and Steady are back for the final time in this video, and we're going to be saying our division predictions and just a division, conclusion. So, Steady, do you want to say your predictions for it?
Yeah, so I think that this division is going to be led by none other than the Texans, which might throw some people off. But I do want to say, bless Daddy, I'm sorry. Daddy is he's always been a top player. He's always had a great record, and I don't see why that changed with this Texans team. Though they're not, the most talented out of the gate, I do think he has some pieces, and I think he will be able to put things together in order to remain competitive this season. Stinky, what are your thoughts?
I think this is going to come in first. And the reason for this is he was talking a lot yesterday when we were doing the interviews, man. He was saying
Talking
guaranteed top 8 user, guaranteed division title. Even Ragin said he's pretty good. So if Ragin says he's pretty good, I'm gonna take it from him. I'm gonna believe it. So I think I got business on top of my list for this division.
You know what? I think that's fair enough because I have business number 2 in the division for that very reason. You know, I did think about putting him number 1. He talked a lot. He seemed confident. Seemed like he knew what he was talking about. But we haven't seen him. You know, we haven't seen him play. We don't know how he compares to the rest of the competition. And Blessed Daddy-O, we know we're getting. So that's really the only reason I had him edge up business here on my rankings. Who did you have number 2?
Number 2, okay. Lucky did say yesterday he was gonna come second in the division, but after hearing Darius Leonard's user, I don't think I'm gonna be putting him second in the division. I think for me it's between Blessed Daddy-O and Nick, and I played Nick last year. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think Nick's that good. Played Blessed Daddy-O as well. I think the Blessed Daddy-O is a lot better. So I got Blessed Daddy-O coming in at number 2 with the Texans. He said he's not gonna tank, and I'm gonna take his word for it. I got Blessed Daddy-O at number 2.
Oh, well, I don't blame you for that. I mean, obviously I had him number 1. Now, number 3 on my rankings, I am going to put Nick. Now, you know, he has potentially one of the best teams in the game, and I think this new Madden with how the beta was, I think it fits his play style pretty well. But at the end of the day, you know, good Madden players are going to be good Madden players. And Nick, I think he's just in that middle ground right now. So I am giving him the nod for 3rd on my personal prediction. Who do you have number 3?
I'm also going to agree with you with Nick at 3 because, well, last year, I might not, maybe Nick had a bad game against me, but that was in the playoffs, you know. He managed to still make the playoffs. And I think Nick's, I don't think he'll make the playoffs, but I think he's still a decent user. And I think he'll get the job done and come 3rd in this division.
Fair enough. And that, of course, leaves one team left at the bottom. Now, Stinky, I do want to hear, what is your reasoning for putting these Colts at the bottom?
All right, listen, man. I love Lucky. I think he's a great dude. Seems like a great dude from our interviews. Seems like a stand-up guy from the DMs he's been having. I think he'll be a great league member and everything. But once I heard Darius Leonard is going to be his user, man, I couldn't get past that. Using a linebacker, especially a linebacker, like, what does Darius Leonard even have, man? I can't put him, in good faith, I cannot put him above Nick, Blessed Daddy-O, or Business. So I'm going to have to put him at number 4.
You know what? Obviously, I'd agree. I do think the linebacker situation is a bit rough. But I think another thing that we should take note of is the fact that this man is dedicated to using Matt Ryan at quarterback for this first season.
86 throw power, man. I don't know how to feel about that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Matt Ryan, you know, former MVP, you know, almost won a Super Bowl, but his prime certainly behind him now. And the Colts thought bringing a guy like that in helped them win, but unfortunately, I just don't think he's the guy. You know, he's got to learn this system. I don't think it's gonna work, man. I definitely think this could potentially be one of the worst performing teams in the league this season. With keeping those 2 things in mind.
Yeah, man. I think Lucky. I think he'll either surprise us and be pretty good or really good, or I think it's gonna be really bad. And after hearing Darius Leonard is gonna be a user and Matt Ryan's gonna be the quarterback with that 86 throw power, I hope it's not really bad, but that's just my prediction.
Yeah, it's definitely the tale of 2 extremes for sure. I mean, there's no way he's just mediocre. He's either going to be amazing and like the greatest of all time, or he's going to be dog crap, terrible, awful. And I'm leaning more towards that second one there.
Yes, I think I might agree with you. Although the Colts are like the epitome of mediocrity. And,
right, I do think they have a decent roster, especially for this game. But, you know, with a guy like Matt Ryan throwing the passes and, you know, no great user on defense, I do think that's going to hold this team back significantly.
He might be. I think he did say he's a runner though, so maybe we'll be eating our words. But yeah, man.
Well, all right.
Well, thank you guys for joining me and Steady through this amazing journey, reviewing the AFC South and talking to all the members of the AFC South. Probably not that many people still watching. Probably got bored by now. But if you are still
Right.
here, we appreciate you, man. We're glad you're in the league. We're glad you're watching. And stick with us for MKL Madden 23, man. Let's go.
Woo! Yeah.